guys, how y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Diddy, you are being exposed again. Listen, as much as people want to talk about what's going on with Little Rod, oh, he's lying. They want to attack Little Rod's attorney. They want to talk about Gracie, the new girl that came out. I noticed they've been so silent about that Christian mess. You notice that, right? As much as people want to come on and talk about, I think, you know who also thinks? The streets. You know who also thinks? The feds. But baby, it looks like this depravity is going deeper than we thought. Listen. So there's a gentleman on, it's making the rounds on TikTok and Twitter, right? One of the people, his name is like Slim something. And he was talking about, remember what Diddy had apparently tweeted a while ago at him? Like, I'll put $1 million on the table. I think it's Slim Jesus or something. Hold on, let me check. Is it Slim Jesus or is it Slim Jesus? Anyway, Slim, apparently he was like this big rapper, and Diddy had tweeted out a while ago, 1 million right now to sign with Bad Boy. And he tweeted back, see, y'all said I was crazy when I ignored that mess because he knew what was up. But y'all, it's something else. There's also this gentleman that's been going around talking about Diddy offered him to be a Sean John model for the men's underwear collection. The only problem is he wasn't a man. The only problem is, can everybody put 8 fingers up? Yeah, count them. That's how old he was. And on top of that, he said that Diddy was being really weird, really just vibing off. And basically, thank God, his parents shut that mess down. Like, I don't know what you think is happening, but baby, it ain't that type of party. We don't need the money that much. Baby, we can always scrub some toilets and mop some floors, as opposed to seeing why a grown man wants to give someone a modeling contract for underwear. And you only holding 8 fingers up. Anyway, y'all. Okay, so I did a little digging. And I gotta say, shout out to, hold on, y'all. Shout out to, let me read this article and then let me give my shout outs too. Okay, right? So, did y'all hear Young Miami got served? She crashing out on Twitter again. And JT being silent. Side note, y'all, I just wanted to say, I guess the city girls are dead. But you know what? I think they're over. But you know what? We can go live about that tomorrow. It's more important things to actually go live about. Shout out to Jamal. Y'all. Did you see this article? It's from 2013. And even though people might doubt the young man that is coming out speaking on what Diddy tried to do with him when there was only 8 fingers up, right? This is from, who is it? Hip Hop Wired. And baby, they are saying that Diddy was at one point under investigation from the feds for, you'll never guess. He was under investigation because they wanted to know his relationship with people that don't got 18 candles on their cake. Baby, let's get into this. And guess what? Do you know who was being questioned on Diddy's appetites, on Diddy's proclivities? Yeah, it was Jimmy Henchman. Okay. Now, if you guys don't know who Jimmy Henchman is, he got into the music industry too. Okay. Let me just tell you, he was a rug, I got to speak in code, kingpin, and he got into the music business too. Okay. Just to let you know, Jimmy Henchman's son, I believe, is Ice Spice manager. Okay. Jimmy Henchman and Diddy have a long history together. Okay. I think he was one of the people to say that Diddy and Biggie set Tupac up to get murked and robbed. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what it is, right? Again, fun fact, although Jimmy Henchman is in jail now, his son is Ice Spice manager. But let's get into what Jimmy Henchman had to say about the feds and their questions about Diddy. Because baby, and here's the thing, this article is from 2013. This is my whole point I'm trying to get to before we get to the article, okay? And I think it needs to be said. All these people coming out and defending Diddy, Oh, it must be social media. It must be this. Baby, the feds have been trying to build a case against Diddy forever. If these reports can be believed, and baby, this isn't coming from the gossip blogs. This is coming from court documents. Let's get into this. Drug lord claims feds quizzed him about the blank life of Sean Diddy Combs. This is in 2013. During a debriefing session with federal investigators, James Rosemond, the music manager turned Colombian dancing desk kingpin, was reportedly questioned about the blankual preferences of entertainers, including whether Sean Diddy Combs was having blankual relations with underage boys. This is according to a U.S. District Court filing. In an affidavit included as part of the new trial motion filed last month, this is in 2011, Roseman recounted his involvement in a series of 9 pretrial proffer sessions in late 2011. The meetings were attended by Roseman, his lawyers, federal prosecutors, and Drug Enforcement Administration and Internal Revenue Service agents. The purpose of the meetings was to allow federal investigators to question Roseman, 48, about his criminal activities and evaluate whether he should be offered a cooperation agreement. He tried to turn state's witness in advance of his narcotic trafficking trial. Facing overwhelming evidence of his guilt, Roseman's best chance of avoiding life in prison was to strike a deal with the Department of Justice lawyers. However, investigators eventually declined to cut a deal with Roseman. Roseman is Jimmy Henchman, who was subsequently convicted at trial of running a drug ring that sold millions and millions of dollars worth of Colombian dancing desks. Roseman, whose nickname is Jimmy Henchman, faces a mandatory term of life in prison and is sentenced October 25th in federal court. In advance of Roseman's first proffer session, defense lawyers provided investigators with the names of 8 of his Colombian dancing desk suppliers, according to court filings. During the proffers that followed, Jimmy Henchman implicated himself in a pair of, homicide plots, described his drug distribution network, and copped to other crimes. Let me get this straight. They did all that, and the feds still said, no, we ain't cutting a deal, I guess. At Jimmy's trial last year, IRS agent Mark Von Dries testified that during the proffer session, investigators questioned the music industry figure about his business transactions with Sharpton and Jean, and asked whether either celebrity engaged in illegal activity. Jimmy Henchman denied any improprieties on the part of Sharpton or Jean. Who is the Jean? Is that? I don't even feel like researching. Let's get through this because there's some juice in here. Van Dress recalled that Jimmy also was asked about Sean Diddy Combs, since we had information through other witnesses that the defendant may have made an admission to Diddy. The nature of this purported admission was not the subject of further testimony. Van Dries added that Jimmy described having business dealing years earlier with Diddy and that they had a cordial relationship. In his September 6 affidavit, Jimmy contended that he reluctantly agreed to proffer sessions arranged by Gerald Shargo, his former lawyer. Jimmy added that investigators sought to get him to confess to crimes for which he had no involvement. When the defendant said he didn't know about certain events, they accused him of lying. The confrontational sessions turned awkward. Jimmy stated when an investigator showed him naked pictures of different women. The purpose of these purported investigation technique is not revealed in Roseman's affidavit. Y'all, so let me get this straight. They asking about Diddy. This is back in 2011. They're trying to get Jimmy to flip. They're showing him nude pictures of women, but he wouldn't say what it was about. Baby, let me find out. Free calls were going on back in 2011. Jonathan Oddie said they were. Also, for those of you guys that don't know who Jonathan Oddie is, I'm going to re-upload the Jonathan Oddie stuff, okay? Listen, the prosecutor, so Jimmy continued, they asked about entertainers' blankual preferences, including, but not only, Sean Combs having blankual relationships with, well, the same age as the first gentleman was when Diddy offered him a modeling contract. Yo. Jimmy offered no context for these alleged queries. During Jimmy's trial, Shargo, this is lawyer, complained to the judge that the federal prosecutors and agents were only seeking trophies when they questioned Jimmy about celebrities during the proffer sessions. And when Jimmy provided nothing of substance in the high-profile figures, disappointed investigators rejected his client's bid for a cooperation deal. Prosecutors countered his claims, though, declaring that Jimmy was untrustworthy and lied during the debriefing sessions. Now, why did they know that? Because they claim to actually have proof and evidence of what they were questioning about. So they basically questioned him because they already had the evidence people are saying about Diddy and the other entertainers. Jimmy answered wrong, and they said, yeah, we can't trust you. Baby, it was a test, and you failed. Some of Jimmy's admissions during the proffer sessions were used against him during his criminal trial. In the new trial motion, Jimmy, this is 2013, current attorney argues that basically his lawyer sucked and all this other stuff. Here's the thing, right? Why do I bring this up? Because y'all, isn't it obvious? Everybody's been, all these people coming out supporting Diddy. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. How could you do the jiggy to the social media? Baby, when the feds run up in your place looking like Call of Duty, and all this stuff is going on, and you even have articles from 2013 on the federal docket saying that they were already looking into Diddy and his love life and what he was into, and also showing pictures that to me now sound like freak-offs. Baby, this has been a long time coming. But I know change gonna come. Y'all, listen, don't be distracted. Focus on, I don't care who, how, what. I don't care what attorney, what they write. I don't care. Baby, did you do it or not? Let's see the evidence. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be live tomorrow. Talk to y'all later. Also, we got to talk about what's going on with Ioki. Because, baby, they need to find God. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.